In a small neighborhood on the edge of the city lived a boy who believed he could fly. Even though everyone around him swore his wings would never grow, his name was Jaylen, 15 years old, a dreamer in a world that worshipped survival. Every morning, Jaylen would run past cracked streets and rusted rooftops, headphones on, vision clear. He wanted to be a filmmaker, to tell stories that moved people, stories that healed the broken. But in his world, dreaming was expensive. His mother worked 2 jobs, a cleaner during the day and a night attendant at a gas station. His father was gone before Jaylen learned to ride a bike. They lived in a small 1-bedroom apartment with paint peeling off the walls. And every night, while the city slept, Jaylen sat by the window, editing short clips on his old phone, a screen so cracked it looked like a spider web. Still, his eyes burned with hope. In school, he wasn't the loudest or the coolest, but he had vision. He borrowed the school's old camera to shoot scenes after class, asking his friends to act. Some laughed. Some said, "Bro, you really think you can make it? You from here, man. Ain't nobody from here make it." He just smiled, because deep down he knew every nobody starts somewhere. But one day, life decided to test that belief. It was a Thursday. Jaylen had stayed late editing his short film for a local youth competition. The winner would get a small scholarship, enough to buy real equipment. That night, on his way home, his phone was stolen. The same phone that held all his clips, his edits, his dream. He ran after them, shouting, but the streets swallowed his voice. When he got home, tears filled his eyes. His mom saw him, held him close, and said, "Baby, sometimes life takes what we build just to see if we'll build again." Jaylen didn't sleep that night, but the next morning, he woke up with a new fire. He borrowed another phone, reshot every scene, re-edit every clip. For 2 weeks, he barely ate, barely spoke, only worked. When the day of the competition came, he stood at the back of the small hall, nervous, wearing the same old hoodie he'd worn for years. Then the screen lit up with his name, Dreamer. The crowd fell silent as his short film played. Images of a boy chasing his purpose through the chaos of the city. When it ended, people clapped. Not just politely, but deeply. The kind of clap that says, "I felt that." Jaylen didn't win first place. He came in second. But something more important happened. A man approached him after the show, a local filmmaker. He said, "Kid, your story moved me. I see myself in you. Come by my studio tomorrow. Let's talk." And that's how it began. The long, painful, beautiful climb. Years passed. Jaylen learned, failed, learned again. There were nights he wanted to quit. Days when no one believed in him, not even himself. But he remembered his mother's words. If life takes what you build, build again. He started creating short documentaries, telling stories of people like him, people forgotten, ignored, underestimated. And one day, his short film went viral online. Millions of views. People crying, commenting, saying, "I needed this today." Jaylen came home that night and found his mother sitting on the couch, smiling with tears in her eyes. She said, "You see? I told you. The world can't stop a dream that refuses to die." He hugged her tighter than ever, because he knew she had been his first audience, his first believer. Today, Jaylen's name flashes on screens across the world, not because he was lucky, but because he chose to dream when it was easier to be realistic. And now, when kids from his neighborhood see him, they don't just see a filmmaker, they see possibility. They told him to be realistic, but he chose to dream. And that made all the difference.